friends, namaste and welcome. How was the first episode of meditation? So friends, what do you eat? What is your food? How many of you really prefer vegetarian diet? Why we should eat only and only plant-based diet? I'm Kavita and I welcome you in this series of Spiritual Vitbits. I hope you loved the previous episode on meditation, which is our basic pillar of PSSM. And today we are going to discuss on vegetarian diet. So meditation and vegetarian diet goes hand in hand in spirituality. So without much ado, let's welcome our guest, Srikanth sir. Sir, welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. So today's topic is really very much interesting. Please start with vegetarian diet. Why it's important?
Our body is designed in such a manner that it can take only plant-based food, that is vegetarian diet. You can eat vegetables, fruits, that is all right, but you cannot eat animal-based food, that means non-vegetarian. You cannot dump into your body the non-vegetarian food, because vegetarian food is easily digestible. When you are eating fruits, it gets digested within 4 to 5 hours. When you are taking vegetables and others vegetarian diet, it gets digested in 7 to 8 hours. But when you take what you call the animal based food, it takes 16 to 17 hours for only for digestion. So the more the food is there in your body, the more decay it becomes, and that is where it starts rotting. So that is the reason, like, our body is not designed for non-vegetarian food. It is designed in such a manner that it can take only vegetarian diet, and we do not have the teeth of a carnivorous animal. We do not have the what you call the intestine, the stomach, the flat stomach of carnivorous animal. We have the stomach or the teeth pattern similar to a vegetarian animal. So that is the reason, like, our design of body itself is for only herbivorous, that means vegetarian food. So that is the major scientific reason we can say that we should go for a vegan diet or vegetarian diet.
Very true, very true. So, as you said, that human body is made only for vegetarian diet.
Yes.
So, do we get every fat, mineral, and nutrition, or whatever call is required for our body? Do we get everything in plant-based diet?
Plant-based diet has all the vitamins, minerals, fats, everything what you want. But whereas the non-vegetarian or the non-plant-based diet what you are eating, that does not have all the proteins, minerals, required fats. It has only few, but it will not complete the entire cycle of the vitamins. But whereas the vegetarian diet has the complete cycle of vitamins, minerals, fats, whatever all required, it is already readily available there. So most of the doctors, like, they propose that you should go for a non-vegetarian diet. But if you see the body structure what we have and the way the minerals we find in vegetarian diet, I personally feel that there is no need to go for non-vegetarian diet.
And I heard like few cult, they believe that a killing of animal brings some welfare in their culture, or maybe in religion wise they feel. Please explain.
In few cultures or cults, what you called.
Cult.
So
Yes.
what they do, they sacrifice a goat or a sheep, a hen before goddess Kali or some XYZ, what they believe. So this was the old tradition. It goes from so many years. When we were living in jungles, maybe at that time this kind of belief system was there. But now we are civilized, we have civilization, we have technology, everything, but still we are going with the old belief system. And by killing somebody will not give any welfare to you, but it is creating a damage to the ecosystem. You are killing a creature which cannot speak, and how it can bring welfare to you, how can it bring riches to you. That is not the proper way. So we have to stop this kind of old belief system which is followed from so many years. So by killing one animal will not bring any kind of riches or any kind of prosperity in your life.
True.
And it cannot solve your problems. If you want to solve problems, you have to face it. You have to face it with a brave heart. Then only your problems get solved. This is the old tradition which is redundant now.
Yes.
So we have to completely eliminate this kind of a tradition.
Very true, very true. And whatever we are facing, it's somewhere we did something wrong, because it's a karma which comes back.
Yes.
So we need to think, we need to see that what we did wrong in our past, we need to work on it. If, as you said, an example that if someone is not getting pregnant, or if they're not, growing in their life in any way, they have to work on their health, or any other reason they have to look into. Very well said. So, could you please explain that how animal rearing causes pollution?
Yes, like so many, like these days we have so much of industries, like they are taking care of pigs rearing, sheep rearing, goat rearing. Then we have poultry fields. They are taking care of all the creatures there. So they are taking care of these creatures or these animals, but they do not have proper ventilation. They are just dumped into one closed cell, closed dark room. They are just given few foods for living. So there is no freedom for them. In this situation, they are facing lot of chaos in their life. They are frightened. There's so many things are happening. So all these negative emotions are generated into the atmosphere. See, everything is vibrating at one speed. It has one kind of a layer of vibration. Everything is vibrating. See, we have a table here. We are sitting in chair. It is also vibrating, but its vibration is very low. So even the animal is vibrating at certain level. So when it is tortured, when it is kept in a dark room, when it is kept inside a prison, so it is also vibrating. There is a chaos. It is releasing the atmosphere of chaos into the atmosphere. So it is obviously it will be generating negative atmosphere, and that is because of that the negative emotions are penetrated into the atmosphere, and because of this it is converting into a carbon monoxide, which is a poisonous gas, into the atmosphere. The carbon monoxide is liberated from what you call the vehicles you are using. So all the various industries pollution, the chimneys liberate the carbon monoxide. The same gas is liberated by these creatures, and it is causing a environment pollution. So,
Right.
so that is the reason we have to stop these kind of industries, the rearing of animals, and they are not treated properly. So because of this, we are having the pollution. The entire atmosphere is getting polluted.
Right. And does animal rearing causes, uh, scarcity of resources too?
Yes, yes. Because see, like for rearing of animal, we are giving them water, we are washing them with water. The same energy we are using for planting a tree, it will bring us some fruit. But when we are giving these kind of resources for rearing of animal, it is not coming back, and it is these resources are becoming scarce, and because of which the scarcity is happening, and these scarce materials, the water, the food, everything is not available for the next generation.
Right.
So the coming generation will face the problem of scarcity of food, scarcity of water, scarcity of resources, and ultimately, okay, you are providing all these things to the animal, but what you are doing ultimately, you are killing the animal. So the animal is also getting killed, the resources is also getting exhausted. So ultimately, we are left with nothing.
We should really look into it, and as our, resources also getting reduced day by day, pollution are increasing. We need
Yes.
to seriously look into it. So, how do we expand our consciousness by vegetarian diet?
So before answering this question, I will just wanted to add one more point.
Please.
See, like we are killing the animals, resources are getting scarce, and it is also affecting the ecosystem.
True. Yeah.
So somewhere the ecosystem is also getting affected, and because of that, like everything is connected with the nature. Even you and me, the animals, the plants, everything is connected with the nature. So if you are killing what you call the animal, the nature is getting disturbed, and because of that we are not getting proper rain in proper season, and we are having, we sometimes face the landslides, the earthquakes, the tsunamis. All these are coming because of this imbalance in the ecosystem.
Yes.
And we are also facing what you call the depletion of ozone layer, O3, what we call the depletion of ozone layer. So all these things are happening because of the killing of animal.
Very true.
And
Very true.
now I come to your question, like how do we expand our consciousness? So expansion of consciousness is directly proportional to the eating of food. What food you are eating? Are you eating plant based food or are you eating animal based food? If your intake is plant based food, then it is getting digested and you will be able to sit properly. But when you are taking animal based food, the all the emotion, the negative emotion, all these things which that creature is facing during this period, and when the animal gets killed, that entire emotion, the negative emotion gets transferred to you. And if you are eating that food, definitely all the negative emotions get transferred to you. You become very much aggressive in terms of anger, emotional wise. Sometimes you go very deep into depression, and so many things are happening. So all the, even in simple situation also you are getting irritated. Why all these things is happening? Because you are taking animal based food. And when your emotional level is like this, so you cannot sit in meditation properly and you cannot do meditation. And it will not, when you sit in meditation also, you will go into a sleep mode.
Yeah.
You will not be awake at the time of meditation.
Right.
See, meditation is a process of going within our own self in a awake state, not in sleeping state. Okay, through the process, maybe you may doze off for, let us say, 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes sometime, but not every time.
Agree.
So you have to be very much aware while doing meditation.
Right.
So for the spiritual growth, I personally believe that everyone should take the plant based food for your expanding your consciousness.
Right. Very well said. Why we should have and how we can, increase our consciousness by having plant-based food. And when we eat non-vegetarian food, our energy level is already low.
Yes.
And if we meditate also, that energy needs more, and we go into sleep rather than be awake.
Yeah.
Awake state. And sir, as Patriji said, to not have mushroom in our diet. Mushroom is also, it's not considered as vegetarian diet, right? Could you please explain?
Yeah, like mushroom, it is not a proper food. It is cultivated, or it gets grown in such a place which is not neat and clean. It is kind of a fungal kind of a plant. And if you take that one, if you take, sometimes it is poisonous also. And food poisoning also happens because of that. So Brahmarshi Patriji has told that it is better not to take that kind of food. You cannot consider it as a non-veg or vegetarian, but it is a modern like tendency, like most of the people are dumping everything what they find without doing a much research on it, whether that is really helpful to you, what kind of vitamins it has, or what kind of this thing you has. Nobody is bothered. Just they will pluck it, they will put some masala on it, and they are putting inside the stomach, into the
taste buds.
yeah, for
according to
pleasing your taste buds, they are using it. But so it has to be avoided.
Yeah, very well said. And mushroom is not, it doesn't come through the process of photosynthesis, which
Yes.
generally, if we consider tree-based or plant-based food, maybe raw vegetables or any vegetables or fruits, that is a process which comes through photosynthesis. And sir, as we see in foreign culture, they consider eggs as a vegetarian diet. Even so many people, they are vegetarian, but they eat eggs.
Yes.
What you would like to say on it?
Yeah, most people they like pronounce themselves as eggetarian.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian. So I do not know what kind of breed is this, but actually the egg is like the fetus of a hen. Just like we have the female body of a human has the fetus. So the egg is like a fetus for the hen. So it has the tendency to grow into a chick if you allow. So
Right.
it breaks from inside, the life arises. But if you are breaking from outside, you are killing a life. You are becoming a hindrance, and the chick is not able to come out of that egg. And so that is the reason, like, it is considered as a non-vegetarian diet rather than vegetarian. So it also has a life, and we have to consider them. And as I rightly said, that when egg is broken from inside, the life arises. When it is broken from outside, so you are destroying one creature which is supposed to arrive out of that egg. Brahmarshi Patriji has rightly said that it is a non-vegetarian diet, and vegetarians should not allow to have egg in their diet.
Wonderfully said, sir. And one famous person, George Bernard Shaw, he said that our stomach is not a graveyard to dump all the dead animals. What does exactly mean?
Yeah, he rightly said that, like, okay, if you are killing fish, okay, you're putting it in your stomach, and you are killing goat, putting all the flesh of goat inside your stomach. So whenever something is killed, we bury them in the graveyard. But people, those who are eating all non-vegetarian, so they have made their stomach as a graveyard. Okay, this fish is killed, okay, let me put inside my stomach. They are putting some masala on it, and they are putting it inside the stomach. So they are killing sheep, goats, whatnot, and they all are dumping everything, all the animals which are killed, they are putting inside their stomach. So he has rightly said that the stomach is not a graveyard to dump all the dead animals here.
Very true.
So we have to follow this statement meticulously, and it is appeal to everyone that everyone should become a vegetarian. Please follow the vegetarian diet. Let us save the plants, the animals, all the creatures of the world, because this entire world belongs to all the creatures apart from the human being.
Yeah.
So it is the responsibility of the human being to protect all our fellow beings.
So, final and last question, as we believe and we see that, as you said before, what we eat, we become.
Yeah.
Patriji also said, and all spiritual masters, they have said the same thing. So, till you have butcher houses, the wars will sustain on this earth. Please explain. What does it mean?
See, it is also told by one of the great person, like, till you have the slaughterhouses, you will have the war zones, or the places of war will sustain on this earth. So in a way, it is a law of karma. You are putting all the, what you call, creatures inside a prison. So you are like cornered in the office, in a cubicle space. So like this, see, this is the law of karma. So if you are killing the animals, you are also getting killed through wars.
As we saw in COVID,
Yes.
when there was, high time, when Mother Earth, Mother Nature was unable to bear the pain.
Yes.
She just did it in such a way that there was no option for human.
Yes, it was a wake up call for the human beings, that you don't mess with the nature, and that is a wake up call for everyone, those who are eating all non-vegetarian food. It is a wake up call for all the people, all the humanity, those who are killing all the creatures. There was one article, few people just go on and they kill blue whales just for fun. So these kind of insane thoughts should be eliminated.
Yeah.
They should mend their minds that this universe belongs to all the creatures. all the creatures of the world. Apart from human, even other creatures has the right to live on
To
this
live,
earth.
yes.
And for human, we have lawyers to defend, but for those creatures, nobody is there to defend.
Yeah.
But the nature is taking care of that.
And when you cannot give a life to someone, when you
Yes.
cannot, give birth to any being,
Yeah.
you don't have right to kill that
Yes.
animal. That is one more thing. Very well said, sir, and I hope this episode will definitely help people to understand, to, get a right call from
Yes.
within, because sometimes we don't understand that what we are doing, but by listening someone else, by listening or by hearing such episodes, they'll get good wisdom. So thank you for coming, thank you for sharing all your wisdom, and at last your message on vegetarian diet to our people.
Yes. Like I will suggest one thing, that most of the people do not know that non-vegetarian should be avoided. Nobody has told them. It is not a good act. Nobody has told them, because their parents were having non-veg, so they are also having non-veg. So now through this media, through this PMC channel, through PSSM movement, we are telling the entire earth, entire human beings, that become a vegetarian. It is a good karma to become a vegetarian. So please become a vegetarian. Let us have a Shakahara Jagath, vegetarian world, where no creature is getting killed. Let us celebrate with our brothers and sisters of fellow creature beings on this earth. Let us be together and make this world a wonderful world to live in.
Very true, very true. Very beautiful message. And as you said, to be with, to live with our fellow being. Because see, a lot of people, they love dogs, they love cats to, keep at their home. If they really love, they should not kill, right?
Yes.
Very beautiful message. Thank you so much, Shrikant sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you.
friends, for watching this episode. And I hope you got really a wake up call through this episode. Please like, share, subscribe, and share this video with your near and dear ones whom you really want to help in their life. Thank you so much.